Hi guys, and welcome to your yoga practice today. I invite you into this all levels Vinyasa practice where you can choose to modify and take it down a notch or make it more challenging when you're ready. All you need is your yoga mat or even a blanket or a towel depending on where you're practicing, and we'll start today lying down on our backs. Thanks for joining. So as we find that supine position together, and you roll your shoulders down your back, you let your toes kind of fall out. Take a big inhale through your nose so that you literally feel your ribs and your belly fill up as high as you can. And then open mouth, big sigh. Good. Feel your back fall back down into the earth. And while we're laying here together, starting to feel the sensation of the body softening, your breath quieting, your jaw loosening, I invite you to start your gratitude list, or maybe your just focus of breath that keeps you in that kind of open heart, open mind phase of starting a practice. So we allow our hearts to open up a little bit more here than maybe they do every day. Maybe you feel a little bit more gratitude for the everyday things in front of you. And you start to check in when you're complaining or when you're upset. Not directly stopping yourself, but acknowledging what is it that our mind is triggering these negative emotions towards, or this stress. And how can we shift into a sense of opportunity? And all of that is easier said than done and ranges on this emotional scale that we're all learning to deal with. But I invite you today during your practice, maybe for the rest of your week, whatever you have ahead, to really see if you can slow down the mind when it gets to that point and list your gratitudes, or why maybe what's happening isn't the end of the world. On your next breath, I invite you to pull your right knee to your chest with me. So we're going to interlace our fingers, reach it up and over your shin bone. Exhale, tug your thigh in towards your chest for me so that you really feel your thigh bone hit your ribs. Good. Exhale. We're going to extend the right leg up to the sky. So if you're really tight, maybe hold the back of the hamstring and just push from there. If you have some more room in your shoulders, glide your hands up the leg and then let the leg gently come towards you. Point your toes, flex your feet, draw some circles with your ankle. Good. Pick up your head, neck, chest, and shoulders. Come up a little bit higher. So start to activate the core here. Pull your leg in. Feel the stretch in that hamstring. Nice job. Maybe point your toe again. Flex your foot again. Exhale. Put your head down with mine. Hug your right knee to your chest. Good. Pull your left knee in, then let your right leg go on your exhale. First, just hug the leg. A lot of times we rush to the next stretch, but instead feel this pose. So this is an actual pose. It's called Ekapada Apanasana. So it's single leg wind relieving pose. Exhale, push your foot to the sky, hold above or below the leg, gently let it come towards you. And then again, maybe bring your head up. Can you drag your thigh a little bit closer to you? 3, reach with your foot. 2, good. Exhale, we hug our knee tightly to our tummy. And we let our right thigh bone join and we rock from side to side. So massage your low back down. Good. Big breath in, big breath out. Exhale both of your legs into the air. Place your hands on your inner thighs. Open up your legs. So reach your feet to either side. Nice. So feel that split in your legs. Exhale, glide your hands outside of your legs and gracefully bring them back together. Good. Hold the back of your legs. We rock 3. So rock and roll with me. Try not to rock onto the back of your neck. 2. One more big rock. We sit up. We fire up the core. Hold it with me. Try not to put those feet down. Think about hugging in. So can your thighs hit your belly? There you go. Now reach your toes out or toes up. Hold. 4. We could stay for 5 minutes if you want. Just kidding. 3. I don't want to. 2. Exhale, release. Good. Take your butt, pick it up, move it backwards, walk your hands forward. Exhale, you might get this low. This might feel too low, so whatever works best for you, do that. And if you can, maybe your forehead or your chin rest on your hands. 3. I feel this stretch in the outside of my hips because of where I can bring my body. You might feel it more in your low back. 2. And then exhale, sit all the way up. Just take a quick moment to switch your legs. So opposite leg crosses. Place your right palm behind you. Raise your left arm up to the sky. Exhale, seated twist to the right. So take your left hand outside of your leg. Twist. 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, you're going to lean your left shoulder into your left knee. So watch if you need to. Right arm to sky. So I want you to ground down through your tailbone as you reach. And you should feel this really nice diagonal stretch through the low back and your top arm. Take a full breath in. Now keep hold of the knee, sit up, cross your right arm over your left arm. And then your arms are crossed, eagle. So you went right from crossed arms over those knees into forearms. And this might be too hard and you might be stuck, so just hold your shoulders. Otherwise, eagle, reach up with your elbows. Good, exhale, round. 3, tuck your chin, look straight down, close your eyes if you want to. Yes, yes, yes. Inhale, reach up high for me, big stretch. Good, let's make the move to the left. So first put your left hand behind you. I want you to do that because that's going to be your base. It's going to help you sit up. Then grab hold of the knee and then work on the twist. And if you're like me and your back feels really tight right now, just kind of root down on that tailbone, work on your rotation. Good, inhale, lean your shoulder to your knee. So again, we keep hold of the kneecap. My right hand's still holding it. I'm going to lean my right shoulder into my right knee. And then maybe your left arm reaches up and over the head. For me, my left arm reaches up. It doesn't go that much over. It's a little tight. That's okay. Take another full inhale, lengthen and stretch. Now sit up straight, keep hold of the kneecap, take that left hand, reach it over your right arm so you make an X, grab your knees, look forward, inhale, you're in an X, okay? Option 1. Option 2, we find eagle. So bring your elbows up, eagle arms, Garudasana pose. Exhale, round. 3. You should feel this through the back of the body, so the posterior chain, from the low back up through the muscles into the back of your skull. Good. Inhale, free the arms, we reach high. And then last pose here, seated, you're going to take your hands behind you. So put one here and one here. Good. Now this might hurt your wrist or it might feel uncomfortable, so you can rotate your wrist too. This is fine. Raise the booty. Good. Elevate the hips. Drop the head. 3, 2, reverse tabletop. 1. Good. Have a seat. Cross your shins, transition forward. So maneuver your way here, and you may have not been able to do it that way, so you might just flop to your booty and then come up. And then raise your right arm all the way up, inhale. Good. Plant your hand down, turn your fingertips around, so you're stretching your wrists. So if you can see here, I've turned my fingertips to face my knees. Drive down through the heel of your palm on the right. Your left hand is like just a little kickstand for you. We're just focusing on that right forearm and wrist. Exhale, turn your right hand forward. Inhale, reach up high, open up. Good. Again, same thing here, okay? So we're going to rotate the palm, drive the heel down into the earth, stretch out through the forearm, feel the pull through the back of the elbow. Right fingertips are kind of in front of you. See it as a kickstand. 3. It's interesting. My right forearm is really tight, and so are my thumbs and wrist. And it's probably from using my phone and doing social media stuff on it. But my left side, my elbow is what feels the tightest when I turn this one around. Don't have a reason for that. Exhale your hands out in front of you. Reach forward, stick out your butt, and then slowly slither back into child's pose. So at any point today during your practice, you can join here. You can let your body just come back to a place where it's supposed to be a nice, humbling, resting pose, but also the sensation of just letting your body slow down, regain a nice, slow breath too. Good. Inhale as we look forward, shift to your hands and your knees, tabletop. Exhale, tuck your knees. Tuck your toes. We're going to lift our knees 2 inches. 3, 2, 1. Put your knees down. We're going to do that again, and we'll take that one to down dog, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Lift up through your toes. Knees up. 3, 2. You're hovering. Now push with your hips. Walk your feet where they need to go. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog pose. Bend your knees a little bit. Soften. And then I like to turn my head in what we call a cervical spine rotation, which is where you just look under one armpit and then the other, finding the rotation in the neck, which hopefully gives you a little bit of room along your body. Breathe. Good. Can you feel the crown of your head fall into your yoga mat, and can you breathe? On your next breath in, exhale, come to plank. Core is tight. Lower all the way down to the belly. Good. From here, ground your hands. They're right along next to your nipple line and ribs. I want you to take your elbows, hug them together. When you do that, we call that pinching the scapula. But don't pull up with the shoulders, push down so that you depress, meaning lower the back of the shoulder blades to the tailbone. Now inhale, come up, cobra. Up dog is where you press into those feet, maybe the thighs pop up. Good, push through your feet. And return to downward facing dog. Soften your knees for me. Walk your feet up to your hands so you're in a forward fold. Place your hands right below your knees or higher, halfway lift. So really stick out your bum, reach your heart forward. Good, exhale, fold in, release your head down and breathe. Exhale, your hands can stay on the earth, or if you're really tight, maybe that's not as comfortable, so you can always grab the back of your legs. Or a really nice pose is just hanging here in what we call ragdoll, where we grab opposite elbows. Ragdoll can be a static pose where you just hang heavy. Or I invite you to move a little side to side, maybe even bend your knees. Make sure your feet are separated at least a foot apart. Good. Take another full breath in. Let the head fall closer to the earth. Exhale, release your hands to your yoga mat. Blow out a set of candles that are right at your toes. And then roll your chin to your chest. Unroll your chin from your chest. And then slowly roll the spine up from there to stand. You're going to raise your arms up into the air and over the head. So get really tall with me. And then exhale, gather your hands to heart center. Press down into your feet. Heel toe your feet together. So that just means bring them to touch. As comfortable as you want. Relax your shoulders. Hands come down by your sides. Inhale, gather your air, reach up. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands back down to your mat. Halfway lift again, Ardha Uttanasana. Here's your flat back. Step to plank with me, one foot and then the other. Chaturanga push-up, so lower down is 1 unit. Try to pause at 90. And then flip to the top of your feet to transition. Nice. So feel your heart open here. Good. Exhale. Lift up and back to down dog. There you go. Soft knees. Looking at your toes, raise your right leg all the way up. Warrior one. So you're going to step towards your right thumb. Make sure you're not directly between your hands. You want your right foot a little over to the right. There you go. Now look at my back toes. I'm going to anchor my heel and I'm going to turn my toes out to about 10 o'clock. So 9 o'clock would be fully facing you, but instead I'm just going to ground my heel. Good. My hips are forward as my arms come up. Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. So as my hips stay forward, my right leg is really working, but I also want you to really be working through your left leg by pushing down. Nice alignment. Stay tall with me. Good. Take a full inhale. Circle your arms on your exhale. You're going to take your knuckles down your leg. You're going to open up your heart. And then reach your heart forward with me. Tuck your chin. Look back at your back leg. Feel your knuckles rise. Humble warrior. Stay here. We have 3 breaths. Again, think about that cobra pose where we hugged our shoulder blades together. Do the same thing here, but get loose in your neck. Good. Inhale, look forward. Rise up, warrior one. Bring your palms together. Reach up, get tall. Good. Now bring your hands back down to the earth with me. Spin to the ball of your back foot and lower your knee. Inhale, bring both arms up, knee down, lunge. Feel the hips move forward. It's a little easier here because you don't have the anchor of the back foot. So notice if you can sink forward to reach up. Exhale, we're going to take a twist with a half split. So first, straighten the right leg. Slide the heel forward. Now we're going to keep the left hand down right below the shoulder. So put a block here if you need to. And raise your right arm up high. If you're leaning way to the left, can you feel your low back with your right palm? And can you keep it in line as you use your right hamstring to help out? Good. Put your right hand back down. You're going to fold over your right shin. Try to tuck your chin so you can stretch the muscles in the back of your neck. Look for your back left knee. Good. Glide your right heel back a few inches because we had to slide it forward and let the knee bend. We're going to lift the knee, step back to the high plank. So pick up your left thigh, right foot joins left, look forward, lower. Good. Inhale, push to lift. Nice job with your push-ups. Reach high. Exhale, down dog. Left leg, reach it up. Step forward towards your left thumb, okay? So remember, slightly left. Anchor your right foot with me, heel comes down. Look forward, biceps come right next to those earlobes, so try not to be out here, all right? Try to reach and lengthen. And breathe, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Again, is your head stacked over your hips, which are right down, right from the earth, splitting the 2 legs. A lot of people tend to be here in the pose or like somewhere over here. So find center. Take an inhale. Can you see the ceiling? Now circle your arms, big circle. Good. Let the fingers interlace again. So find the locking of the knuckles. Glide your knuckles down your leg. Inhale. And then here we go. Let's bow forward together. Tuck your chin at the last moment. Look back at your right foot. Now, if this is hard, that's normal. This is a difficult pose. So you should feel the sensation in those legs. Squeeze them, pull them forward. 3, nice job. Hold with me. Good. Turn your head a little bit side to side. Release your neck. 2. And then inhale. Here we go. Come all the way up. Reach high to the sky. Bring your palms together. Lean back. Good. Frame your foot. Exhale, put your right knee down on the ground. Good, let your hips move forward. Now, a little bit more freedom here, reach up. Doesn't mean it's easier, it just means that maybe you're less tight. Get tall and long, hold those arms high. And now exhale, twist with a half split. So bring the hands down, pull the hips back. Now walk the foot forward. Make sure your hips are lined up over your bottom right knee. Right fingertips down, here we go, left arm up. Use a block under your right hand if you need to. Good, so try to really stack shoulder over shoulder. And then again, I definitely feel like I'm leaning slightly to the right. So I'm gonna put my left hand on my low back, try to realign my hips. That left hip likes to pop out. Good, now stack. Reach your left arm straight up with me. 3, can you see your thumb? 2, here we go. Release your left hand down. Toes stay lifted, fold. Look back at your right knee as you feel your heart kind of settle down here. Good, release some tension, 3. Stretch out your left hamstring, 2. Nice job, exhale, we glide this leg back. We bend the knee. Pick up your right knee, 1, 2, 3, plank. Chaturanga, up dog, child's pose. Tap your butt and then tap your forehead. Release any tension in your back. Sometimes from warrior 1 or from those twists, we can feel it. Good. Exhale, shift forward to plank. Hands and knees. Draw some circles with one knee. So it doesn't matter which knee you start with. You can do the right or the left because we're going to do both. So I just want you to take your knee and draw some circles. 3, 2, 1. Then reverse it. 3, 2, 1. Hips popping. Other side. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3. Good. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now ground your palms. Lift your chest forward. Notice if you're down here, straighten your arms, okay? Because some of us tend to sink, so straighten. Send your right foot straight up to the sky. Come into your left fingertips. Reach your left arm here. Now take your belly, pick it up. Pulse, 8, 7, 6, straight up, 5. Like you're holding something on the bottom of your foot. You're not going to drop. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hold it there. Now straighten the leg behind you. Push and release. Bring your left hand back onto your left shoulder. Bring your left heel to your left glute, foot to sky. Right fingertips go forward. Pick up the belly. So if you're here, pick it up. Pulse it. Pulse it. 8, 7, 6. There you go. Perfect alignment. 4. Come on, lift. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Extend it out. Bring it down. Good. Tuck your toes. Go to down dog. Notice a little fire in your tail. Look to your hands, step or float forward. I feel like that statement sounded ridiculously southern. Halfway lift your spine. Fold. Take about 2 breaths here. Notice if you feel a little bit more heat in the body, if you feel a little bit more strength starting to build into those legs. I know that I can feel the heat from warrior 1 and those glute lifts that we just did. Now, when you're ready, stand all the way up. Once you get there, take your arms up, lean back, and then gather your hands to heart center. Good. Raise your left knee up high. Exhale, extend your left leg back. We're going to first go into warrior 3 and then half moon, okay? So my left leg is reaching straight back behind me, so I want you to feel your leg push out. Start to feel the strength in the right leg, and then let's move a little bit. Bring your left knee back up to the belly. Stand tall here, so try not to wobble, and if you are, that's fine, but push down through your foot for a little bit more strength. Now glide back with me, warrior 3. One more round. We inhale to rise, strengthening the standing right leg. Good. We exhale, finding strength in the right ankle. Extend your leg back. Now, right hand's going to lower down to the mat. Right now, my right hand is in front of my right foot. I'm going to step it off to the right. Then I'm going to roll my left hip open towards you. Good. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Maybe take your left arm up to the sky. Maybe your left hand stays on your hip, and that's a great option. Don't force anything. 3. Push down through your standing leg. Find your strength as you open up through your top arm. 2. Exhale, release your left hand down. Roll your left thigh down. Exhale, step your feet together. Good. Walk it out a little bit. Little side to side. Now, chair pose. So I'll turn and face you, but feel free to stay forward. So again, for chair, squeeze those legs together. A lot of us go here, hug in. All right, so here's your yoga block, which isn't really there, just imagine. Squeeze, reach up high. Twisting right, pull your hands to heart center. Cross, left tricep over right thigh. Notice my knees and toes are still facing you and my butt is still behind me. A lot of us shift. Keep everything forward, okay? I'm just gonna pivot back. 3, rotate with me. 2, stay here, sit low. Inhale, chair, come back to center. Pulse, 4, 3, come on. 2, standing back bend. Exhale, fold. We'll do the other side of that sequence after a vinyasa, so lift up halfway. Step to down dog or flow with me. Plank, push up, back bend, Adho Mukha, down dog. Good. Take a moment here for you. So for me, I like to really push with my palms down into the earth so that I can get some more room in my back by pressing into my hands more and stretching out. On your next breath, I want you to look forward. You're either going to step or float to your hands. Halfway lift your spine, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips. It's up to you. We're going to stand up. And then we're going to reach up. Good. Gather your hands to your heart. We're going to do that all again on the other side. So if you know you needed a block, feel free to bump it over to the left, okay? Right leg lifts. Hold it. Flex the foot. So all these muscles right now in my leg are super firm, even in my calf muscle, because when my foot flexes, I can feel the whole leg help out. Extend back. Good. Standing leg strong. Back leg strong. Core tight. Now rise up with me. So slow moving. Good. A little dynamic here. That just means moving. Exhale, extend it back. Good. Bring your knee all the way up. Last time, and then I'm going to turn my backside towards you. Extend back. Hold it. Left hand goes in front of left foot and then slightly to the left. So you just want to make sure the arm is stacked under the shoulder, but then move it over to the left. My right hand comes to my right hip. Go ahead and keep your left knee slightly bent as you roll the hip open. Now I got little short arms here, so if I had a block, I could put my hand on a block and that would help me get a little bit taller. Flexibility-wise, I don't need the block, but in terms of length, that's why I would add it to my pose. 3, can you lift your right leg higher? Can you see your right thumb? 2, right hand to the mat. Right knee bends to the chest and we lower our feet. Walk it out. Nice job.
I definitely feel a little pull in the back of my left knee. You might feel that too. It's just a stretch. Now bend your knees, Utkatasana, come to chair. Raise your arms up, good, stick out your booty. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Good, crown of the head is forward, tailbone is behind you as you rotate. Now your job is to just quickly acknowledge where are my toes and knees, where are my hips, and then focus the breath on the twist. 3. Good job, sit low, use your legs. 2. And then inhale, chair pose. Pulse, 4. 3, you can do this. Come on, weight in those heels. 2, get warmer. Exhale, fold. Big sigh. Take a half lift. We're going to heel toe our feet apart, and I want you to slide your hands underneath your feet, Padahastasana, to stretch out your wrist, okay? So bend your knees some. I want you to tuck your chin, look back between your knees, let the crown of your head fall as you stretch out your back. I want you to notice here in this nice forward fold the sensation in your wrist and forearms. But also, can you fold deeper than you did in the beginning? 3, 2, exhale, release your hands out from under your feet. Halfway lift your spine. Plank to chaturanga or step back to down dog. So skip the flow if needed based on your arms and legs just needing a break. Or flow with me. Nice job. Breath out. Right leg lifts. Step your foot in between your hands. Warrior 2, so let your left toes take a turn, come up, and then land in your warrior 2. Good. Bend your right knee. So a lot of times your legs in this pose, they're like strong, they're ready. And then our stomach, our hips, they're like here. So engage, pull this in. Don't let yourself hang out. Instead, draw in, get firm. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and back, so get really long. And now straighten your right leg. Good. Exhale, bend the right knee. Put your right forearm on your thigh. Roll your left rib. So you have to train your torso to roll as you turn your arm and your gaze up. Take your top left hand, put it behind your head like this. So your left elbow is up high. Good. Now watch. I'm going to let my head lean into my hand as I take my elbow forward. 3. I can get that really nice pull through my underarm, so my armpit, lat, side body. 2. Stay here. Just release your hand. Reach it all the way out. And then exhale. Bring it back. Warrior 2. Settle. Cartwheel your hands down to the earth. Spin to the ball of your back foot. You're going to hold in this lunge and come all the way up. Bend your left knee a little bit closer to the ground. So instead of being up here, bend it. Twist to the right. 3. Come on, move with me. 2. Put your right hand on your low back. Keep your right knee bending forward. Lean back, left arm up high. Take a big stretch with me. Good. Cartwheel the hands down to the earth. Let's step right to down dog. Big push back. And then walk your hands to the back of your mat and find your feet. Slide your hands above your shins, above your ankles, and then exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet apart a little bit wider, so it's a wider stance than you're used to. Bring your right hand out in front of you. It can go in front of your right foot or more in the middle. Bend your right knee a lot and then peel your left arm way up to the sky for me. Look to your left thumb if you want, or if you're feeling tired or tight, close your eyes and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. 3. Stay here, or bend your left elbow, hold the top of your right thigh with a half bind. 2. Good. Reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it out, plank. One more add to this series. Lower the right forearm, side plank, drop your feet. If you need to, you can always drop your knee, reach up. 3. That would be your right knee. Good. 2. Stay with me. Exhale, high plank, left hand, right hand. Option 1, down dog. Option 2, flow. You can always flow by dropping your knees as well. Good. Or maybe you're that double push-up person. Down dog. Left leg, let it lift up. Take a giant step forward. Anchor your back heel, warrior 2. Turning my backside towards you. Gaze out over your left arm. Settle. Again, what's happening in your hips? What's happening in your legs? Your legs are probably firing. You probably feel your quads. You probably feel your feet pushing down. Now feel your belly pulling in. My right shoulder likes to move forward, so I try to really train it to pull back. Now, reverse. Reach up and back. Good. Now straighten your left leg. Give yourself some space. And now bend your left knee. Exhale. Here's the side angle together. So bring your forearm to your thigh. And then roll your right ribs open. Reach up. Sometimes watching the pose from the backside can be helpful to see how the posterior chain moves with the body. Now take your right hand that's in the air, put it behind your head just like we did before. And instead of your elbow staying up, let your elbow pull forward. Try to create space all on the side of the body. 3. Please breathe. 2. Stay here. Just extend the right fingertips long. Push through both feet. You've got this. Hold. And then come up with me. Reverse. Exhale. Hold. Warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down. Nice job. Spin to the ball of your back foot so you're in a lunge, so please make sure your body's facing forward. There you go. Nice job. Now squeeze your legs together. Come up with me. High lunge. Now bend your back knee. Open arm twist to the left. Yes, you can. Come on, move with me. Twist left. 3. It's almost over. Come on. 2. Put your left hand on your low back. Look to your right hand. Reverse your warrior, but let your left knee bend forward. Good. Cartwheel those palms down. Beautiful. Big step, down dog. Walk your hands again to the back of your mat. Exhale, blow out a big candle. Shake out your head. Oh, yes. Left hand's going to go in front of left foot, slightly to the left of it. Bend the left knee a good bit. Right leg is straight. Raise your right arm up high. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, grab the top of your thigh. Roll open. Let your head fall, especially if you did on the first side. This is a beautiful way to release your neck. 3, 2, extend your right arm up high with me. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Take a half lift of your spine. Exhale, widen out, walk to plank. And then lower your left forearm. Stack or scissor your feet. Mine are scissored. Raise your right arm if you can. Your hips are elevated. 3. Stay with me. 2. High plank, right hand, left hand. Ready, set, go. Push, push. We're going to go to our bellies. Ready, set, lower. Nice. Glide your hands back. Push down into your palms. When you're ready, pick up your chest. If you want, pick up those legs. 3. Stay lifted. 2. Good. Lower one ear. Flip your hands for me, everyone. Bend those knees and then rock your feet side to side. Find a softness in your body here. Really, really nice job. Turn your head the other way. Same thing. Good. Bring your forearms in front of you so that we can go to Sphinx together. Push down to lift up. So you should feel no crunchiness in your back. You should feel like your heart is reaching forward. And hopefully a nice release in the body, no tension right here. So breathe in through the nose for me. Inhale. Exhale to breathe out. Good. On your next breath, tuck your toes, press into your knees, walk your knees forward. Your forearms are still down. And now just try to sit onto your heels. Reach your left hand for your left heel, your right hand for your right heel, and then exhale, relax. Feel your upper back round over your legs. Good. Take your hands out in front of you, press up to hands and knees. And then we'll go back to those donkey kicks one more time. So option 1, you can do them on your knees. All right, so this was option 1. Option 2, watch here. You can do them in plank, okay? So we'll do 8 on the right, 8 on the left. If you're in plank, your hand does not go out. That's just to create a little bit of a balance. We just want to make sure that our bodies are firm and our belly is lifted, okay? Now, option 1, stay here, raise your right leg up, left hand forward. Option 2, meet me here. Ready? 8, 7, good, nice work. Take that option 2, lift, up, up. You're here for 5, 4, foot to sky, 3, 2, 1, high plank, drop your knees. Good. If you took option 1, left foot, right hand, otherwise, most of us were lifted, so we're here. We bend our left, we lift. 8, up, good. 6, 5, go slow. 4, 3, 2, 1, high plank. Knees down. If it's comfortable, sit back on your heels, rest your hands, and just close your eyes. Good, quiet breath. Big exhale. Clear your energy. Good. Blink your eyes open if they're still closed with me, and then exhale, transition to seated. So come on to your bottom, that beautiful bottom that you all have. And let's extend our feet forward. So those of you that are tighter, open up your feet wider. Those of you that are less tight, bring them together. And then if you feel good, maybe you can keep them together, bend your knees, which is also a variation if you're tight too, so that gives your hamstrings a little break, all right? So I'll meet you guys here if you want. Reach up high. Let your ribs hit your thighs, and then maybe try to find your pinky toes. And then you fold from there. Or if you have room, you can glide your heels out or even walk your butt cheeks backwards. That's a nice little trick to fold further. Try to find a place where you can release any tension in your upper back, neck, and shoulders. And then this is that place where your heart rate comes back to a resting state, where your breath is very easily controlled. And again, you feel the body in a really nice place. As you come up nice and slow, we're going to pull our right knee to our chest, so please give it a big hug. Take the foot across the left leg. Keep the left arm wrapped around the right leg. Start the twist and then plant your back hand. So opposite from the beginning. In the beginning, I had you plant your hand, then twist. This time we twisted and then grounded our back palm. Option to look all the way over your shoulders, so I'm trying to see the plant behind me. Or tuck your chin. 3, 2, exhale, rotate forward. Sit up really tall for me. Lift, lift, lift. Good. And then release and switch. Left knee comes in. Give it a hug. Cross it over. So initiate the twist first. Sit up straight. Hold on tight. Twist. And then just let your left hand gently plant behind you versus trying to do that part first and then work the rotation right here as you start to create more room. 3. Notice one side is probably going to be much easier to look over the shoulder than the other. 2. Good. Exhale, pivot forward with me. Nice, nice, nice. Long spine. We sit up straight and we release our legs. Scooch the bum forward. We started in boat. Reach out. Come back to your boat. Good. Nice warm boat ride. 4, 3, lay down in 2. Don't crash your boat. Dock it. And then hug it in. Good job. Massage your low back. Good. Open mouth, exhale. Release your feet down on your yoga mat. Your knees are separated, and you're going to let your knees go to the right and then to the left. So you're going to let them fall from side to side. So we call this a windshield wiper of the knees. It's also scissoring of the knees if we were to let them stay in one place. Good. On your next breath, bend your knees and plant your feet, please. Place your palms next to your booty and then elevate your hips up. Let's find a really nice, strong bridge pose. So work your feet down, raise your hips higher, firm up your legs. You're here for 4. Keep lifting. 3, 2, and then bone by bone by bone by bone, the body lowers back down. Good. Let's do that again. Press into your feet. Bring your hips up. Now you can stay here, or I'm going to start to maneuver my shoulders underneath my back and then interlace my fingers underneath my tailbone. Option to stay there, or remember, you can always make the pose deeper. You're here for 3. Use your legs. Your legs work a lot here. Use your butt. Your butt works a lot. 2. Don't crash. Again, slowly lower all the way down. Good. Sigh it out. Feel that settling motion of the body hitting the mat. And then take your right ankle, bring it over your left thigh. Just leave your hands on the ground, but let your left knee pull in towards your chest without your hands. And then your hands are next to you. Just rock side to side. Good. Your right ankle is crossed and flexed over your left thigh to make sure that the foot is protected, and so is the knee. Now, watch closely or listen closely. I'm going to plant my left foot down on the ground. All right, I'm going to heel toe my left foot over to the right, not the left, the right. So walk your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Now, your left knee is going to fall in, and your right ankle, which is still crossed over your thigh, that foot is going to plant down on the ground. And some of you might feel a stretch here in the outside of your right booty. Your ankle is still crossed over your thigh, and you've allowed the pinky toe edge of your left leg to fall, so your left knee is falling to the left. Nice work. Take another breath in there. Sorry, that was a lot of me talking. Bring it back through center. Then switch. Your hands stay down the whole time. Left ankle crosses right leg. Wee. Good. Now, without your hands, just pull the leg in, using the right leg as kind of a little lever. And then massage the sacrum. So it's called sacral rocking when you rock from left to right versus spinal rocking, which is up and down. Really notice, where is your left knee pointing? Can it point more to the left? Good. Exhale, plant your right foot. Now, heel toe your right foot to the left. So walk it over to that side of the mat. Now, as you drop your right knee to the right, you're falling to the pinky toe edge of your right foot, and then your left ankle, which is crossed on top, stays as your left foot plants. And you might feel a stretch here in the outside of your left hip. I don't feel as much on this side just because it's more open, less sore than the right. Take another full breath in. Try to keep your spine flat. Good. Exhale, bring everything back to center, uncross. And then gently extend your legs out. I want you to extend your legs out so that you feel the backs of your knees soften to the ground. There's a lot of knee bending. Now pull your knees in one more time. We'll take happy baby pose. So first give yourself a hug. And then exhale, you're going to widen your knees into your armpits. You're going to reach for your pinky toes and pull your knees down. I want you to move your low back down and forward so that you ground down through your low back. Now maybe you rock side to side. 3, 2, 1. You've made it. Let's head into Shavasana together. Legs long or bottoms of your feet together. Knees fall open. That's your Supta Baddha Konasana. If you lost some layers during practice, maybe put them back on because it's probably chilly. Especially if the body gets sweaty and then your practice space isn't super warm. You can always feel kind of that chill come over the body. And then just exhale and hang out. See if you've developed a natural breath with Ujjayi Pranayama. That ocean breath, meaning that you can close your lips and you think about the inhale coming through the nose and then out of the nose and the back of the throat at the same time. You should have an audible breath that you can hear easily. And if you had a neighbor lying down next to you, they could also hear it. Good. Take 2 more breaths on your back. Remaining peaceful. On your next breath, I invite you to gently find movements, maybe hugging the knees in, maybe stretching the arms long, whatever you prefer. I'm going to let out a nice sigh. And then as you come to seated, close your eyes, long spine, body full of gratitude. You got 2 legs, you got 2 hands, you got 2 arms. You're moving with me. Have a wonderful rest of whatever is next for you. Again, thank you for joining this practice. And as we bow our heads forward together, Namaste. And I hope your body feels healthy. Nice work.